as you can see, we're tired of it. We've lost fathers, sons, daughters. Obviously, we know that people think it's okay.
Well, as the sun rises this morning, we're getting a better look at all of the damage left behind in downtown Raleigh following the protests demanding justice for George Floyd. As we all know now, he is the unarmed black man who died in police custody in Minneapolis.
CBS 17's Imani Payne is downtown now with a closer look at the damage. Imani, you live downtown. What are you seeing?
Yeah, that's right. I do live in this area, and I can tell you we did not get a lot of sleep here last night as chaos erupted down below. And it's definitely an eerie feeling with how quiet everything is compared to last night. Now, while those protests did start out peacefully, come nightfall, it seemed like things really took a turn for the worse, and I'm going to show you why. Here is the aftermath of those protests. You can see the glass doors and windows just completely shattered. A lot of glass down here shattered and spread out across the floor. And that dinging you're hearing is actually the alarm system going off right now as we speak, and the damage just continues all the way down the block. Here you can see tons of damage here, a lot more glass scattered across the area. Now here at the Art of Style, their door completely broken in, everything ransacked inside, and it actually looks like some of their mannequins were drug out, and it looks like they were used to break even more windows down there as well. And I mean, the damage just continues. Down the other way on the street over here is the CVS, where we saw people breaking inside and taking items. So it's definitely a devastating scene to see here, but it's also one of the community now coming together, trying to help everyone out. Just a ways down, you can see people have started to gather and do their best to clean up some of this damage, and we know that's going to continue throughout the morning. But just a sad image here, especially for those local businesses, local restaurants here that just reopened or were planning to reopen due to COVID. So a long cleanup recovery process here indeed. For now, we're live downtown. Imani Payne, CBS 17 News.
Breaking news from CBS 17 News.
It's a scene that we're seeing play out all across the country, including this one right here in Raleigh.
Yeah, Raleigh police used tear gas in hopes of getting protesters to leave the area. People began gathering in the capital city at 5 o'clock yesterday evening. It began peacefully, but a few hours later, it really took a turn for the worse. Around 2:30 this morning, the Raleigh Police Chief, Cassandra Deck Brown, released a video on Twitter.
Take a listen to some of her comments.
While the City of Raleigh and the Raleigh Police Department readily accommodate lawful protesters, we will not turn a blind eye to the despicable and outright criminal behavior that occurred on the heels of yesterday's peaceful protests. As the day wore into night and the night into this morning's early hours, some of the individuals began to break store windows, setting fires, looting, and simply destroying property. We will hold responsible the individuals who engaged in the disrespectful and destructive behavior that we all witness play out in the media. We will not tolerate these acts, nor those individuals who seek to sow discord where we seek to build bridges, strengthen partnerships, and maintain a safe, vibrant, and healthy community. And I ask that anyone who has this information regarding the criminal activities to please contact the Raleigh Police Department. We, as a community, are better than this.
And with all of that damage that Chief Deck Brown was just speaking about, it's no secret that it's going to be a major day of cleanup in downtown Raleigh.
CBS 17's Imani Payne joining us live right now from downtown. Imani, how was the area looking this morning?
Yeah, guys, well, with the sun now coming out, we can really see the sheer magnitude of the damage down here. And I want to step out of the way. We're in front of the CVS, which kind of became a hot spot following last night's protest. You can see so much trash just scattered out front the building. And if you look inside through the broken glass of the doors and the windows, you can see that CVS has been completely ransacked. You can't even get through. Tons of trash out front, just completely destroyed, and graffiti lining the area as well. And if you look down the street here along Fayetteville, not much of a different scene. You can see more damage, local businesses damaged, glass shattered. And, you know, but in the chaos, we do see the community pulling together. One mom and daughter duo that I spoke to out here, they came out here bright and early with their trash bags, and they got emotional as they told me they felt called to help with the cleanup process.
This was an incredible injustice for this town. You know, nobody deserves. CVS did nothing wrong. So we just felt like they can mess it up, but we'll always go back and clean it up. It's heartbreaking. We've stood on this road for 44 years and watched parades. I've marched in parades here. I've brought her to parades here. I personally just picked up a piece of a burnt flag, and that is awful. That is awful. This is America.
Now that cleanup process is expected to continue throughout the morning with even more volunteers showing up to help. For now, we're live downtown. Imani Payne, CBS 17 News.
Imani, thank you. In the midst of the ongoing violence, the sun is up this morning, and it's giving us a better look at all of the damage left behind in downtown Raleigh following the protests demanding justice for George Floyd. That's the unarmed black man who died in police custody in Minneapolis.
CBS 17's Imani Payne is there now with a closer look. Imani, I just got a text from a city spokesperson saying that there are about 80 people downtown cleaning up. What's the mood like down there as people begin picking up the pieces?
Yeah, it's certainly a lot different from last night. We're really seeing the community pull together, and actually if you look right here, you can see some folks are helping out cut wood. They're boarding up the windows over here, but we've seen tons of people turn out with trash bags, with gloves, and they're helping clean up the community that they love so much. But, you know, like I mentioned, a drastic change from last night when we saw scenes like this. Now, this is the aftermath here at the Mahler Fine Art Gallery. You can see their business is just destroyed. Luckily, though, I spoke with the woman who works here, and she said none of the art inside was destroyed. But if you look down on the ground over there, you can see what someone used to bust out the windows. And then she actually says that someone came back with a baseball bat to finish the job. So really devastating. She got really emotional talking about it. But, you know, through all of that pain, we're really seeing the community come together. As you can see, more people gathering to help with the cleanup process. We spoke with a mother and daughter just a while ago who they also got emotional. They say they've lived here a long time. They've never seen anything like this, and they hope they don't see it again. But yeah, everyone right now just teaming together, trying to do their part to clean up the area the best they can. We're going to send it back to you.
Imani, thank you.
We, as a community, are better than this.
And after a night of destruction, it's no secret that it's going to be a major day of cleanup in downtown Raleigh.
Yeah, folks already getting started bright and early this morning. CBS 17's Imani Payne joining us live downtown. Imani, is that what you're seeing out there, folks coming out to help clean up?
Yes, that's absolutely the scene out here this morning. And while things did escalate last night, that's not stopping folks from gathering out here. So many to help with the cleanup process. As you can see here, folks gathering together to help clean up these local businesses that have been destroyed. You can see several people here sweeping up some of the shattered glass that has been broken out of their windows. But I mean, if you just take a look down the street, you can see there's people all walking up and down this area. A lot of them in shock, seeing the damage for the first time with the sun now up. So they're seeing the magnitude of that damage. But, you know, coming out here to help their neighbor. But I do want to come down here because I want to show you guys something that we haven't talked about yet this morning. We've been showing you a lot of this damage, a lot of overturned furniture, but I want you to look at this ice cream shop here. It's one of the only businesses really in this area that remains untouched. Now, if you look over here, you can see that there's a flyer in support of the calls for justice for George Floyd. So it's unclear if that had anything to do with this business not getting damaged, because to the right and left, both businesses next to this ice cream shop have been damaged. But again, if you just take a look anywhere really on this block, you can see so many people out and about now, really just lending a hand to help their neighbor. And we're hearing that there's close to 100 people down here now just coming together to help out and rebuild the community that they love. So we'll stay out here and bring you the latest updates as they become available. Back to you.
Thank you. In the midst of all of this,
Just a few minutes.
All right, Melissa, thank you.
As you can see, we're tired of it. We've lost fathers, sons, daughters. Obviously, we know that people think it's okay.
Holden, as you just mentioned, with the sun up this morning, we are getting a better look at all of the damage left behind in downtown Raleigh following the protests demanding justice for George Floyd.
CBS 17's Imani Payne is outside now with a live look at all the damage. Imani, it was a really powerful shot you just showed us of a local ice cream shop. What types of scenes are you seeing play out over and over in downtown?
Sure. So we've actually moved about a street over now, and it's still the same. A lot of people rallying together, showing support for the local business owners here, trying to help them rebuild during this difficult time. And actually right now I'm joined by Lewis with Short Walk Wines here. So just talk to us about what's going through your mind and your reaction to what you're seeing at your business.
I'm sad. I'm disappointed on how people reacted last night, late in the night. A lot of work ahead of all of us cleaning up the mess. Yep.
And how long have you been here?
Our shop has been open a little over 2 years.
Have you ever seen anything like this?
No.
What does the recovery process look like for you moving forward?
Well, there's material things like replacing the windows and getting back up and running, but it's the unknown is going to be tough. Like, when can we comfortably take the wood off the windows? When can we open back up and feel like it's a safe environment for our customers and our employees? I don't know.
And what has been your reaction to so many people coming out here this morning to help out with the cleanup process?
It's been awesome to see. There are volunteers all downtown helping sweep and pick up glass. Many people have stopped by and asked if we needed help. It's great. It's great to see that.
And despite the scene we saw here last night, that's not going to stop you all here from moving forward with your business?
No, not at all. No.
All right, well, thank you so much. I'll let you get back to cleaning up. Thank you for speaking with us. So there you guys heard from a local business owner here who, he's saying he was in shock to see this happen to his store here. He's never seen anything like this before, but that's not going to deter him in serving the community. And that's really the feeling we've been getting from other local business owners and the community as a whole here. So we'll continue speaking with folks here. Even more people expected to come out as the day moves on, and we'll bring you those updates as they become available. For now, we're live downtown. Imani Payne, CBS 17 News.
Imani, thank you. It's good to see folks helping out. All right, Raleigh police say they arrested this man for assaulting an officer last night. He is Mark Drumheller of Pittsboro. He was arrested around 7:30 last night near the...
Coming together to clean up. We can't let a few people detract from the overwhelmingly peaceful calls for justice and change. And like the mayor said in her statement right now, a large group of people are in downtown cleaning up after the protest.
Yeah, that's where we find our Imani Payne. Imani, you've been there all morning long. You talk with business owners there cleaning up. What are you seeing now?
Yeah, well, now I actually want to step out of the way because I want to show you. As of now, we've been seeing city workers going door to door to these businesses, helping people clean up during this recovery process. So they've been sweeping, cleaning up debris, really doing anything they can to help out. And if we pan over this way, you can see through that busted window, there's even more city employees in there helping out as well. So again, just a real showing of community support out here. But it is a tough time for these business owners. A lot of them had just reopened, or they were planning to reopen due to COVID. Now, of course, that's been set back a bit, but they're hoping to get on their feet even quicker with all of the support they're seeing out here. So I want to show it one more time, just how this city is actually stepping up to help these local business owners during this time as well. Now, we spoke with one business owner and a landlord who became emotional as she continues to process last night's events.
We have tenants upstairs who had to live through it last night with their security door broken. They were frightened all night. Called the police, made a report. No one came out, of course.
Now, people tell me they plan to stay out here however long it takes, all day long even, to help with this cleanup process. For now, we're live downtown. Imani Payne, CBS 17 News.
Imani, thank you. Well, in the midst of this ongoing, 17.com.
Early this morning, people began cleaning up all of the damage caused by the protesters in downtown Raleigh. That's where we find CBS 17's Amani Payne with a live look at the action. Amani, how have things progressed throughout the morning?
Well, guys, you can really just feel that hustle and bustle right down here in downtown, and I want to show you why. Everyone just coming together to do what they can to help out. Now, we've seen close to 100 city employees also going door to door cleaning up, and you see one here bringing some trash cans around to put some more debris and glass in. And down this way, you can see other volunteers, just people in the community wanting to help, wanting to rebuild the downtown that they've grown to know and to love. And so this is really what we've been seeing all morning long, an entirely different picture from what we saw in this same exact area just last night. And again, people telling me that they'll stay out here however long is needed to get this work done and get everyone back on the right track. So we'll continue following the situation here and bring you the latest as we can. Back to you.
All right, thank you very much. It's really nice to see the teamwork that was going on behind her. I don't know if you noticed, people moved from one